Okay, I'm back. It cut off. Okay, let's see. Where was we? Oh, yeah, it says anything is rushed is not worth taking. Somebody wanted to collaborate with him some kind of way, and he wanted his money from somebody. Follow me? Because he did some kind of job. He was dealing with somebody don't look like him. It was competition. Okay, let's just flow. So it says right here on this side that he really wanted to express himself right, but he's trying his best to escape. Okay, he pinpointed the problem, and he complained about it. He was educated, but God didn't want to be a fool because he was dealing with a jackal. And also, he needed soul support because he's sadistic or somebody he's dealing with. So it says right here that something was somewhere he had no business being. Okay, so he's roping himself off with time shared with someone. Okay, are you a man or you're a woman? Because something come from his school age. Okay. He had to seek what was troubling him because somebody had to seek what was troubling them because they had a problem with his color. Following. Let's just go. Okay, we have right here. He had to focus on him now, or he was going to do that. We got 37, 73, or whatever it could be, part of anything. Okay, here's an earth angel. He had a serene love. So it says right here that let it sound. He's going to let his sounds be heard loud and clear, and become groomed to what God created him to be at birth, and that's to not be molded by nobody. But somebody asked him something, and he said, I'm game, I'm in. They asked him to get in something, just wait. So he's sticking around fire with no nonsense lessons with whoever this is, because he was uptight, overprotective as far as where he lived. Somebody wanted playtime with him, and that is romance or talk business, but God wanted him to be the best king he could be. Okay, prince, because he is a young person. Somebody asked where's the money at because somebody grabbed on him some kind of way, asked him where was his money. Well, he asked. He had to see his worth and his ambition because somebody wanted him to be their plaything. Follow me, whoever it is. So we have right here, he wasn't having protection from his father, or his father was abusive some kind of way. He was resistant to hold somebody accountable, or he wasn't going to let somebody do that. He was tattered and he needed a miracle, or someone needed it. He was going to be bold and brave and bold and something because he was going to love somebody forever. He needed to get away from any deterrent that caused him a dysfunction, God says. Okay, let's just flow. So, what did the teacher do to him, Lord? So why things came out on the teacher? I mean, what did she do? Because we got to deal with the teacher. She's the victim here. She was the victim here. But it seemed like the storyline making it seem like he a victim. But the teacher's a victim because she was murdered. So she's a victim. But the storyline is looking like he's a victim. Let's just flow. Like, okay, let's just flow, universe. Let's see for this young man. Okay, let's see, universe. You know all about it. So this young man here is on the down low. Okay. Or somebody was down low and dirty to him. He's on the down low. Okay, let's go. Okay, universe, you know all about it. So I'm going to break them in half some kind of way so I can get this storyline moving. Okay. Holding me up. Why did this young man murder this teacher? Because what did she do to him? Just tell the story, universe. Because why did he murder this teacher? This teacher. Universe, you know all about it. No. Seemed like somebody talked to him about making some money. Wanted him to get in collaboration and make some money. He ain't had no money. He didn't have any money. He was hope-struck about making money. What that has to do with murdering the teacher, though. Oh, shucks. Universe, you know all about it. You know all about the universe. Why did this young man murder this teacher? There's a reason why he did that. Why he had anger for this teacher. Why did he do this, universe? Shucks. I'll get it. He wanted to be treated. Okay, the last card saying he wanted to be. I don't see murder in anything, but he did murder the teacher, but I don't see it nowhere on the table. I don't see no killing cards so far. I ain't seen no killing cards, Lord. So how long is this storyline going to go? Because I don't see no killing cards. But he did kill the teacher, but I don't see none so far. Okay, you tell me this is going to go longer than I thought. But the story got to be told. Why did he murder this teacher? Because the last card saying right here that he wanted to be treated equal and fair. So some kind of way it was complicated for him to show her good, show her love. He wanted to be treated equal and fair. Okay, let's flow. Let me get out. I gotta get this card. Okay. Let's just flow, universe. You know all about it. For this young man and teacher, Phillip, and his teacher's Miss Colleen or Colleen. I don't want to mess up the last name. Okay. It says, I'm ready for a healthy way of loving. And it means loving himself first. He was trying his best to escape because he really wanted to express himself. He was educated, but God didn't want him to be a fool because he was dealing with a jackal. So let me just make this work a little bit. Let me see something. Broken itself off. Is this a broken off card? Let me look at this again. I'm ready for a healthy way of loving. But that means you got to love yourself first. The next one was this one, trying your best to escape. I really want to express myself. Because he was gay. So he is educated, but he need not be a fool because he is dealing with a jackal. Or the teacher was educated and she need not be a fool because he was the jackal. I got to see which one goes which direction. Okay, let's flow for a minute. Well, it could be somebody out in the street that's the jackal. I don't know. Let's just flow. Okay, it says right here is roping himself off with time shared with somebody because he is ready for a healthy way of loving, remember. Or the teacher. We got to go one of them because he harmed her. So let's flow. So let's don't go in it. Okay, that's I need another card for it though. Another card. Okay, glance at the moon. So we have right here. He was feeling all God says that he could get a job, go to a new school. Wait a minute, let me see. Oh no, this the one where he was feeling all of his feelings. I'm sorry. They like me. Okay, here now we see something. Because I was saying I don't see no kind of death cards. He moved fast on and committed manslaughter. Follow me? Okay, it was challenging for him. That's why we can't make it. Follow me? So it says right here that he is going to let his sounds be heard loud and clear. And God wanted him to be groomed back into what he was when he was born. Because somebody wanted playtime with him, that is romance or to talk business. But God wanted him to be the best prince he could be because he was a young person. So it was not easy getting work. So some kind of way he was trying to get work, trying to make money, trying to get money, anything as far as money. Somebody asked him something as far as making some kind of money. Right? Right? Because he's dealing with people of another races on that table with that job, right? So it's, I mean, with that card there, he said, I'm game, I'm in, just wait. So he meant. So we have right here that somebody got a problem with his color. I'm happy with my color. Follow me? Somebody got a problem with his color. But whoever need to seek what's troubling, whoever this is, right? I am still beautiful. I must not forget that. I must get past this. Somebody talking about my color. He's still beautiful. He's still handsome. Get what the card's saying. Okay, that one got to go too. Okay, he's saying that he innocent, or some lady was saying she was innocent as far as something. Maybe talking about his color, talking down to him or whatever, I don't know. Or they saying they not guilty, they didn't do it, or the only thing before it is the race card. Or maybe he gonna say he not guilty, I don't know. Okay, he was overprotective as far as where you live at. Somebody was posing this as they wasn't while he was seeking refuge. So if we can take this with school, I don't really know how his teacher was. I have no idea. But we can put this with school. He was seeking refuge. The teacher was posing as what she wasn't. Okay, overprotective of where he lived. We can make this the school. Overprotective. He had to be overprotective at school. Because somebody's posing as what they wasn't. The teacher, while he was seeking refuge at the school. We can take it another way. Teacher saying she not guilty of what? Talking down to him about his race. Anything like that. Follow me. It don't have to be that, but I got to work the card. But the teacher had to seek what was troubling her. He had to get past it, being talked about, talking down to as far as his race, because he is handsome. He had to get past this thing, anything like that. Or job, take it however it go. He was hope struck as far as making some money, having a job, or if not the job, just being at a new school or whatever this is, right? If not a job, a new school. We got to take it either way, the school or a job. How much would it take for him? How much? What did it say? How much and how far will he go to grow? New school. Trying to do different things as far as his new school. Okay, if I need another call. It's too many. Yeah, I need to know if I had to pause or not. That's why I stopped. Okay, that's why. Is there any emotions and sensitive? Okay, it says right here, somebody had cheating ways, negative ways. He wasn't settling for less out of whoever this person is. So we have either the teacher talking down to his race, talking about his race, anything like that, and he had a new school, and he hope struck trying to make it at a new school or anything like that, or is a job. Now one or the other, take it however it flows. Okay. So we have right here that he need to stay on his throne and be that prince, right? Or the teacher need to stay on her throne and be the queen. Follow me if she's a teacher. Follow me. So let's just see for a minute. He had ambition, and the teacher need to see his worth, or the job need to see his worth, or he need to see the teacher's worth, however it's going. Let's just see for a minute. I'm trying to work this. Let me see something. Let's go over here. 1, 2, 3. Let's go over here, I think. Okay. So we have right here that I have skills on loan here. So some kind of way I feel that he was leaving, or he wanted to leave some job that he had, or his class or anything like that. And whatever it is, and somebody trying to keep him there, trying to convince him to stay, job or school, whatever this is. We had bills and things was piling up, the cost of stuff, a lot of money was spent. School or job. Or his mother, right here with this card. She decided she moving to a whole nother city or whatever. And maybe he's trying to get his mother to stay where they was living at first before they moved to this new area here maybe. Because things was being ran up. A lot of money was spent and it wasn't working. Follow me? Anything like that. If it's not that, it's the school. That's all I can come up with, right? Okay, it's time to grow up. It was time for him to grow up. It was time for the teacher to grow up. Or time for his mother to grow up. Because it says it's time. God's saying it 2 times. So God's saying it on both of them. Call is time. It's time to grow up. So with this card right here, it was time for his mother to call and grow up and get him counseling. It was time for him to grow up and call and tell on his teacher if his teacher wasn't talking right and was talking down to his race or anything. Or he needed to call this time to tell on somebody was trying to get him to make money sexually some kind of way out on the street or whatever this is God talking about. It says right here he was tattered and he needed a miracle. Follow me? As far as anything he was going through, but his teacher was tattered and his teacher needed a miracle. Follow me? Okay, he was distant and somebody was following him. Or somebody was distant that he was following. However. Okay, it says right here that he had to see it with full eyes or somebody toward him. See something with full eyes. His mother needed to see with full eyes. He needed counseling. He needed bereavement or whatever he needed. Or the teacher needed to see it with full eyes. Right? Or he saw with full eyes. As far as his teacher, his mother, or whoever this is. If he made some money out on the street or whatever God talking about. You can't disrespect me. So his teacher might have said whatever to him because she saw something with full eyes and she told him he wasn't going to disrespect. Or some kind of way he felt his teacher disrespect him. Follow me? He saw it with full eyes. She disrespect him if she talked down about his race any kind of way. Anything like that. Or his mother. That's her saying, you're not going to disrespect me. And she saw it with full eyes. Something as far as him. I don't know. Here we go again with it. He see it clear as possible. If his teacher was talking down to his race, about his race, or some job he was hooked on to was doing it. Or here we go again as far as him and his mother. As far as he not doing everything he needed to do. And his mother see that something is reoccurring. She need to get him counseling. Or whatever's going on here. Or somebody will work out in the street he got. Whoever this is he dealing with. Or classmate or whoever this is. Wearing certain kind of clothes, exaggerated things, but it don't excuse his bad behavior. So his teacher might have had certain kind of clothing on. But it don't excuse his bad behavior, what his teacher was wearing. Or he could have had certain kind of clothing on that he wore to school or was traveling outside in or something. And it don't excuse somebody's bad behavior against him. But it don't excuse his bad behavior against his teacher if she is wearing certain kind of clothes. Or his mother might have been wearing certain kind of clothing, but it don't excuse somebody's bad behavior, his or nobody else's. Okay, it was time for him to be the conqueror, he felt, as far as his teacher. If she did something wrong, talk down to him. Right? Because we dealing with his teacher, because she's the one that he did something to. Right? That's just for those. He was settled down at the fortress, and that would be school for him. Unless he had some kind of summer job or some kind of job outside or whatever. Or his mother had him strict and had him in the house or whatever. The fortress would be school for him. Okay. Just the grabbing on, somebody grabbing on your arm. Stop it right now. Where's yours? This usually be money. Where's your money? Or where's my money? Or whatever. Stop it right now when somebody grabbing on you. Okay. We got where. 2 times where was on the back of it. And here's where again. So where means a lot. Where he did whatever he did stuff was at school. Right? Okay. You must go on with your life as you should. So some kind of way somebody wanted him to just go on with his life as he should. After doing something to him maybe. Or his mother was just going on with her life as she should. After just moving to a whole new area, putting him in a school and just went on and just stayed focusing on her work and really didn't get him counseling or whatever he needed. Because he needed counseling. God said that. Okay. He was being treated like a plaything here. Or somebody wanted him to be their plaything. So we got the teacher over here. We got students, the teacher. I don't see students. I really don't see students, so I don't want to throw them in there. But the teacher, because she's the one he went after. Somebody out there would work some kind of way. Some money was being made somewhere. Right? Somebody had a car asking them whatever they asking them. Right? Equal and fair. Here it is right here. He want equal and fair as far as being in school, being treated right by his teacher, being treated right by somebody he making money from outside in the streets, or being treated right by his mother. He pinpointed a problem with any one of these people. Got 73, 37 could be part of anything. They say focus on you now. So he's going to focus on him now. Okay. He needed to surrender and make up. Or he wanted somebody to surrender and make up. He wanted somebody to tell, he needed to tell the truth. Or he wanted somebody to tell the truth. He wanted somebody to apologize to him. But he needed to apologize to the family, to Miss Colleen or Miss Colleen. She in the spirit. He can say it out. I shouldn't have did what I did. He should say that. I shouldn't have did what I did. You didn't deserve what I did to you. She in the spirit. He can say it out. Any deterrent that causes him a dysfunction, he need to get away from, though. To make him dysfunctional. He need to just get away from. Because God said he an earth angel. So he used his life for the worst it can be used for, because God wanted him to help people with this card. So we have right here that he was not having enough protection. Either his father was abusive or his father just wasn't there to protect him in some way. So we have that he wanted someone to be held accountable, maybe the teacher, somebody out in the street he was dealing with, or his mother. Or he needed to be held accountable. Somebody was resistant to hold him accountable. So we have something from been since his school age, and I feel that is he was gay. Found. So we have right here, he wanted his money. If not money, his grades from his teacher. Follow me? So we have right here that somebody was drug addicted. He was dealing with some kind of way, unless he was taking some kind of drugs. Somebody was taking drugs in the equation. Somebody. Him, the teacher, somebody out in the street he was dealing with, making money from. His mother, somebody, whoever it flows with. Follow me? Somebody was taking some kind of drugs. Right? Okay. So it says right here, either he was raped in a car, by a car, anything like that, or raped in his life. The teacher was raped in her life, or raped by a car, or anything like that, or anything like that. If not raped, stolen from, because it's coming behind an inheritance card, and that means somebody stealing you want what belonged to you. Follow me? Next one is he's sticking around fire with no nonsense lessons. That is whatever it was, he's sticking around his teacher with no nonsense lesson, or somebody out in the street. He was sadistic right here. He needed soul support because he wanted to make somebody suffer. Okay, I give up on his fake love. So some kind of way he give up on a fake love. It was proven that it was fake love. His teacher toward him. People out in the street he was making money from. Or his mother's love. Or whoever love it is. Okay, maybe somebody talked to him about eating a certain kind of way. If not vegan. Okay, it says right here that he had to find other ways to pleasure himself. Or his teacher. Or somebody out on the street. Whoever this is. Okay, he needed to stay on his path, God says. So he the God person, follow me? But he didn't stay on his path. He went off his path bad. Working in the healthcare industry and working with seniors would be good for him. That was his path. Follow me? But he felt like he was getting fake love from his teacher or somebody he was working with out in the street. Some kind of way trying to get money from. Trying to have money. Somebody. Because he was in collaboration with somebody right here. Anything rushed was not worth taking. Or it could have been his mother throwing him in that school. It was rushed maybe. And it wasn't worth taking, however it's flowing. Because something was extraordinary. He needed to return back to the sender. Follow me? Being rushed into something and he jumped into it. Or his mother did. Were putting him in that school or whatever this is. Okay, talking will be the only way for him to heal. Because he needed to heal. He needed to invite in a healing. He needed counseling or what was going on with him. Between him and his mother. Or his other parent, if the parent died or whatever it is, or with the teacher if she is giving him problems or whatever. Okay, you did well. So I'm just looking at God saying I did well because he didn't do well by doing whatever. His mother didn't do well because she didn't get him counseling. He didn't do well by killing the teacher. So God got to be talking to me. I did well with the storyline. So we have numbers could be part of anything. So we have right here that symbols, logos, anything like that. He was dealing with somebody like that. Here's some kind of symbol, logo, or anything like that. So that would be the school or some job or whatever this is. Or maybe he had to wear a uniform, whatever. Anything with a symbol or logo. Okay, it says right here he's gonna go get his feelings. He is in his feelings. So we have right here, he pinpointed it and he complained about it. So when it says right here, when was you going to tell me? I wouldn't have known that about you. So when was somebody going to tell him something they wouldn't have known that about him, or somebody said that to him? Follow me? So on the Tuesday, he's going to go get it, go get the person, or the person was going to go and get him, anything like that. Because he was on the down low, or somebody was downright and dirty to him or something like that. He wondered, could he trust the person again or the person him? So the power to stay silent was no more. Follow me? So I don't know if the teacher said something to him. When was you going to tell me about you was like this? Because the teacher is the victim. So that's why I'm saying it got to be him and the teacher. Because, I mean, that's who he went after. Right? Or racist or whatever here. Because it's him and the teacher. Because it was a racial cards in there. So he might have been the only one looked like he looked at this like in his class or at his school. Whose blank is this? Something was in a glass, near glass, or in the glass. In the windowsill, in the car window, behind the glass doors, or whatever this is. Something was somewhere it hadn't been this being. And it might have been him following his teacher. I don't know what it was. But it says right here, you are in my dreams. Call me soon. So he might want his mother to call him soon. Or some kind of way with the teacher. She was in his dreams. Call me soon. Follow me. Or his mother. Call me soon. I'll love you forever. Talking about his mother. Or it might have been something with this teacher here. He's going to be bold and brave about it. Okay, it was complicated for him to show her good or for her to show him good. He wanted to be treated equal and fair. So it seems like he is ready for a healthy way of loving, to love himself first. Trying to express. Open himself off. Manslaughter. So it's the manslaughter card. He moved fast on it. So, did it say the gossip card? So some kind of way he might have been outside or wherever he might have been some kind of way, and maybe his teacher saw him outside some kind of way or whatever. Maybe his teacher saw him outside somewhere or something like that. She said, when was you going to tell me that you was like you was? He don't have to tell his teacher. You don't have to tell your teacher you gay. You don't have to tell your teacher not much your sex life. Really, you don't. It's none of their business. But some kind of way it's saying that he was saying or the other person. So we dealing with him and the teacher because that's the person that was murdered. Either he said or she said, when was you going to tell me this about you? I wouldn't have never known this about you. So it could have been him. When was you going to tell me about this? I wouldn't have known this about you, that you was racist. Her. When were you going to tell me about you? When was you going to tell me about this about you? That you was down. That you was on the down low. Get what I'm saying? Her to him, him to her, anything like that. Because really, they the people we talking about. Or when was you going to tell me you was raped before or something like that? But he still don't have to tell his teacher that. It's none of her business. So I'm trying to see what the... I don't see no prostitute cards or nothing like that. But some kind of way, maybe his teacher saw him outside, by these cars making fast money. Get what I'm saying? Out there, some kind of way. Maybe he got attacked. Get what I'm saying? Because there's a rape card in here. Maybe he was trying to make money. Get what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of money cards in here. Laying down next to somebody for money. That's money. Anything like that. Trying to get money or something like that. And maybe his teacher saw him out at night or somewhere. Anything like that. And he didn't want her to tell or something like that. If not that, she was being racist to him some kind of way. Because we got racial cards in here. And he tried to, how I hurt some people's feelings and all, and they try to get over it, but it's hard for them to get over it because they feel like you targeting them. So they're the only two things I can see in here. That she might have saw him outside when he was engaged in some kind of way with somebody at a car. Somebody who bad news in the car, right? And that is anything like that while he trying to make money. She saw it over a weekend or whatever she saw it. And then she might be saying to him, why didn't you tell me that you was on the down low, you was gay, or you do this or whatever, or you got raped or whatever, anything like that, and he ain't want it told to people. Or the other way around, like I said. She was racist to him some kind of way. And after a while, it bothered him because we got the racial cards. He wanted to be treated equal and fair when it's all over with either situation, because he wasn't getting his money from whoever this is that he's supposed to be getting money from. It says time to grow up right here. Where was it? Call me soon. See if you have call cards in it. Power to stay silent is no more. Against somebody who didn't look like him. So he might have thought she was going to go and tell. He might have thought she was going to go and tell this about him. Follow me? Can he trust her knowing that she know this about him now? Get what I'm saying? Because she was the victim, not him. Right? So he is going to go get her on whatever day. This say Tuesday or whatever day he's going to go get her. Get what the card's saying. Go get her because he want to know, can he trust her now? Because she might know this. Get what I'm saying? Power to stay silent is no more. He figures she might go tell. She don't look like him. She not Korean, but she not his race. Get what the card's saying. Because something was somewhere he had no business being. And he was in the bathroom or wherever he went. Follow me? He wanted to be treated equal and fair. It was complicated for her to show him love if she is racist. It was complicated for him to show her love if he felt like she is going to do something against him. He was going to be bold and brave about it, and he made it happen. So he could have had a crush on her. Don't have to be nothing like that. Follow me? Well, he could have. I have no idea. But it could be for his mother. He going to love his mother forever. Call me soon, mind you, in my dreams. This could be for his mother. These cards right here. Call me soon, mother. You in my dreams. Call me. He gonna be bold and brave about it and do his time as he should. He'll love you forever. So this could be his mother cards, but this could be him going after the teacher right here. Because she might have saw him at the car or some weekend or whatever out there. You know, propositioning or whatever you call it, right? Anything like that. And he might thought she was gonna tell. Follow me? He wasn't, he don't know if you could trust her. Would she keep her mouth shut? When were you gonna tell me? This could be either way. Her telling him, when was you gonna tell me? You was on the down low. He don't have to tell her anything as far as that, but it could be her saying that. Or it gotta be him the other way around. When was you gonna tell me that you was racist? Because he pinpointed a problem and complained about it. Or she pinpointed a problem and she saw he was out in the street propositioning or whatever. It got to go one or the other. Follow me? He's in his feelings. And he was going to go get her. Go get it. Or she was going to go get him and go say what she was going to say to him whenever she did to talk to him about that. What she saw, if she saw this outside with him. Or he was going to go get her because of, he might have been saying, what you going to tell me you was racist? And just her being racist toward him could make him feel a certain kind of way to want to kill her. It only had to be she saw him with something outside. He could wear a uniform. He don't have to, but he could. Or it's just a logo to the school. You did well. The brass love one. This will be my card. Talking will be the only way to heal and invite in the healing because he already needed some kind of counseling already. Because something was extraordinary. He needed to return back to the sender. He had to know that anything that was rushed was not worth taking, collaborating out there in the streets or whatever he was doing, trying to make money. He had to find other ways to pleasure himself, to be happy, right? Yeah. Or if the teacher was hooked any kind of way to this young man, some kind of way. If she was, right? Because I'm trying to work it all kind of ways she needed to. Follow me? Because if she was having a problem with her man or whoever she had, we got some teachers that mess with kids, if you know it or not. You better look on the internet and find out, right? Don't have to be with her situation, but I got to take it all kind of ways. Find other ways to pleasure yourself. You must stay on your path, him. Okay? Because abuse showed that it was fake love with his teacher. Follow me? With his mother, not getting him counseling like she should or giving him attention he needed with his teacher. If it was racial abuse, because I see racial cards, so I feel some kind of racial abuse was happening at his school. I think he was new there. He might have been the only person who looked like him in the whole school. I don't know. Or abuse out there in the streets. Follow me? He was sadistic to his teacher, but also somebody might have been sadistic toward him. Okay? He was hanging around fire, God said, with no nonsense lessons out in the street. Somebody was drug addicted or taking some kind of drugs he know, or he was taking some. He was raped in his life before, or stolen from. Follow me? Or his teacher was raped. Follow me? Near car, anything like that. He wanted his money from whoever out in the street because he might have heard of somebody might have said something to him. He wanted to make a little bit of money. He wanted his money. Or with his teacher, he wanted his inheritance, his grades that he felt he deserved because something come from his school age 5 on up, that he was gay. Follow me? His resistant to hold anybody accountable at first, or maybe his teacher, if she was racist, maybe these people on the street. But the courts wasn't going to be resistant to hold him accountable because maybe his father just wasn't there to protect him. Maybe his father was abusive. If not, his father didn't have to be abusive, but if this don't go with him, don't take it. Because he was an earth angel, but he went the wrong direction. Yeah, you need to apologize. Surrender and apologize. He can say it out loud to Miss Colleen or Colleen. He can say it out of his mouth. Say, I apologize, and say her name. Because she in the spirit. Surrender and make up, God says. So if she did something to him, he wanted her to surrender and make up, or somebody out in the street. Or his mother need to apologize because she didn't get him the help he needed. Or just bringing him to that new school in the first place. She might should have stayed put where she was because she might have been selfish about things. She might didn't want to hear nothing he was saying because most of the time you don't want to hear anything a child say because they're a child. And I agree that you don't supposed to let children just take over everything, but you need to listen to them somewhat. Okay? And he determined it causes a dysfunction he needed to get away from. He had to focus on him. He wanted to focus on him now, and he was going to focus on him after all of this. Or now he's focusing on himself now. He wanted equal and fair. We got it more than one time. He pinpointed something at school with his teachers or with whoever in the street he was trying to make money from to get some kind of money because his mother was busy working on what was going on here. Somebody used him for a plaything at school, maybe teasing, picking, talking down to, taunting, or whatever might have been going on at school or out in the street or both places. Yeah. You must go on with your life as you should. Settle down at his house or settle down at that school where he wanted to be the conqueror. Because wearing certain clothes did it for the teacher, whatever she was wearing, or whatever kind of clothes he was wearing, or whatever was going on. But he wanted to be the conqueror because some kind of way his teacher was the conqueror because she was the teacher. But then he wanted to be the conqueror some kind of way because he saw something clear as possible. Here we go again with it, being racially picked out or picked on or whatever, or something out in the street, or something with his mother, whatever this is, right? He wanted respect. You ain't going to disrespect me, the teacher, his mother, or somebody out on the street. He saw it with 4 eyes, follow me? Or the teacher was looking at he not going to disrespect her, the mother, or somebody out on the street, and twist it. Some kind of way he's following his teacher from a distance because he did go behind her, right? So he followed her from a distance. But somebody was following him from a distance, follow me? Out in the street some kind of way. Right? He was tattered and he needed a miracle because he was messed up in the mind because he needed some kind of counseling. But also his teacher needed a miracle dealing with him out there, right? It was time to grow up for him, but it was time to grow up for his teacher if she is racially abusing him, his mother, to give him counseling what he deserved, or somebody out on the street who was abusing him also because he was a child. Follow me? Bills was being ran up or something was being ran up at school, whatever, out in the street or at the home, however it's flowing. Ruin here, he felt he was ruined at the school. He stuck with going to that school, but his mother still had him there, or she wanted to move there where the school was. She felt like she was ruined where she was living at, so she moved there, or out in the street with him and somebody trying to make money. Yeah. So, yeah, he had to see his worth and ambition. Yeah, somebody had cheating ways. He was hoop-struck or making money or hoop-struck with this new school or whatever. Yeah, but it says right here, we got the racial cards. That's what I'm saying. I'm happy with my life no matter my color. Somebody at that school was talking about his color. We can take it with jail, but I don't want to take it with jail because this ain't saying nothing about jail. So that's why I don't want to take it to jail. We got to keep it with the school. Person, person saying they not guilty. Overprotective about where he live at. This is that card, but I'm going to put this with the school. He was overprotective about where his school was. He was hope-struck maybe about this new school. Follow me? He was going to do all he can to make things happen, but then his teacher might have been racist some kind of way. You know, people can be nice to people they know, but that's a whole different story. It's people I know. It's people I know, and they nice to different people or whatever. I'm going somewhere tomorrow, and there's people right there that people I talk to, they nice to and however, but to me it's a whole different story. They act a certain kind of way with me, but then with people I know, they another way. So just because this teacher is nice to people she know, you don't know how she was with this young man. I'm saying that I'm talking out of experience because people treat me a certain kind of way, and people I know, they treat a whole nother way. So just because people say the person is this and the person is that, nice and kind, that don't mean they was nice and kind to him. Get what I'm trying to say? Because this goes with somebody at the school, the racial abuse. Follow me? All this go together. And I'm putting it with the teacher. He is hope-struck about this new school that he had to go to. Right? He had no choice. You know, with parents, they force you. He's seeing everything in it to work it out. He's overprotective about where he live at. And then about, I guess, this new school being happy about it or whatever. And here it is. Somebody talking about his color. And I'm going to put it with the teacher because that's who he went after. The teacher. I'm happy with my race no matter my color. He might have been the only person look like him in that whole school. This person needed to seek what was troubling him. I'm going to say the teacher. He was seeking refuge at this school. But the teacher was posing as what she wasn't. Because if she's throwing out any kind of racial abuse, you know, she wasn't teaching what she needed to teach, because you shouldn't do that. Follow me? He was seeking refuge, anything like that. So we can even take this with school. I'm game, I'm in. He get ready to be in this school, this new school. The job can stand for school. Follow me? He in there with people don't look nothing like him. This is romance or business. So he going there to do his schoolwork. But God want him to be the best prince he could be. Follow me? Yeah, because God said he had to become groomed to what God created him to be at birth, and let his sounds be heard loud and clear. It was challenging for him, right? But that's why we can't make it. Get what the card's saying, because somebody coming against his race. So we can just, this the manslaughter card, but I can take it to him. Somebody moved fast on it and committed manslaughter. So I'm with his situation right here with this, I'm going to say they did something without a cause. Follow me? And it made him be in his feelings, because he had time shared with these people at school where he wanted to rope himself away. Follow me? He is educated, but God didn't want to be a fool, because he was dealing with a jackal. Follow me? So we have right here, racism right here. I really want to express, but he trying his best to escape and rope himself off from these people. Follow me? He ready for a healthy way of loving. And healthy means he got to love himself. Follow me? So some kind of racism was at his school. And yeah. So his teacher was posing as what she wasn't. Everybody saying she this and she that, because they know her personally. But to him, he was being treated a whole nother way. Get what it's saying? He's seeking refuge. Follow me? So we go that way. And we can go with somebody out in the street he's making money some kind of way with. Here the teacher might be saying, no, I'm not guilty. I wasn't doing that. It was nothing like that. But only him, what's his name, Phillip, and Miss Colleen or Colleen knows the truth. Right? I'm innocent. I wasn't racially picking on him or whatever. But people know when you are racially picking with them, right? So that racial, I feel, don't go with out in the street. That go with the school right there. Came straight down. He's in his emotions, sensitive. Felt somebody had cheating ways, and he wasn't selling for less, being mistreated at that school. It's time for his teacher to grow up, because being like that, you need to grow up. And it was time for him to call some kind of way, somebody, to tell on his teacher if she is doing that to him. Here it is right here. He still was handsome no matter what was said to him about his race. Follow me? I must get past this with my life. But God said he got to be the best king he could be, the best prince he could be, because he deserved respect in that school. He had to see his ambition and his worth. Follow me? So we got to turn it around. He felt he had skills he ruined there at that school. But then we have his mother, or maybe the teacher, trying to hold him in that school. But he feel, I'm ruined here. So this is a money card. But we can take it with complaints and allegations, all kind of things happening to him that he trying to deal with at that school with racism. He was tatted and he needed a miracle, and it was hard for these people to show him love, especially his teacher, because he wanted equal and fair. Follow me? So we can take it his way too. Follow me? However it's flowing. Because he might have been followed from a distance some kind of way. So we can take it a whole nother way. Because something was somewhere had no business being. And whatever it was, it might have been where he was blamed. Follow me? However it's going. Because he had to see it with full eyes. Right? Because he felt like he was being disrespected. And the power to stay silent was no more. And he was going to say something about it. Anything like that. Wondering if he can even trust anymore. Follow me? Anything like that. Because he see it clear as possible. Here we go again with it. More racial slurs or whatever. And he's going to be that conqueror. Follow me? He might have had certain kind of clothes on. And somebody came after him about what he had on, picking. And like I say, he'll settle down at this fortress, at that school. He's going to be bowling that thing, though. So, yeah. So, we can twist it around. However it goes, it got to go one of them ways, though, because why is he murdering his teacher? Because he is it says being joked around. So, we got the wife card and the ex card. That means something. That means either you involved with somebody. You got a husband, you involved with somebody else. Get my drift. You got a husband, you involved with somebody else. You got a husband, you got an ex, or you just involved with somebody else on the side. Get my drift, what I'm saying? Anything like that. Or I can say, the teacher we got his mother, because his mother is a role model. The teacher's supposed to be a role model. Get what I'm saying? It got to be some people that some kind of way. One of them jerking him around, though. And then there's somebody right here. A present person, but somebody jerking him around. Okay? Yeah. So, he's trying to seek refuge. And somebody posing as what they are not. You posing as you're a good person, you're a nice person. But you ain't treating me like that. But to everybody else that look a certain way. Get what I'm saying? It's like you put on a face for whoever. But then it's something else going on with you that none of them people that you put on the face for see. Get my drift. Right? It's like you're a pastor and you act like you act. But then, you know, when it's all over with, people don't see all that other side of you. The nasty, dirty, scummy side of you. Can I say it like that? If not the pastor, whoever you are. Because we dealing with a teacher right here. So I don't really know how this lady was or how she wasn't. I just know what the storyline is saying. So some kind of way he's going through racial abuse at school. It's not the prison. Because we got a lot of people look like him in jail. So it's not the prison. Now you might hear the guards that don't look like him. Right? But as far as the prison, no, it's people look like him at the prison. So it's not the prison. This is the school right here. So yeah, if he was getting racial abuse from the school, but not just from the school, from his teacher. Follow me? And stuff was building up. If not that, well, he was getting some kind of racial abuse because the cards in there, right? Somebody out in the street making money from, some kind of way to get some kind of money, however it's flowing. His mother needed to get him counseling. That's the bottom line. And what she did was ignore that and didn't get him counseling. Because I think his father died or it was a divorce or whatever it was. But he needed counseling, the bottom line. He needed counseling. And his mother was too busy working and she didn't get him what he needed, the counseling. And she took him to that new school. So he was trying to be hope-struck about it and try to look at it as a good thing. But it turned out to be everything but that because he murdered a teacher. You can't ignore things. When things is there for to be seen, you need to look at it. God got the card in here. You got to take heed to what need to be seen and heard by you, mother. Because you saw certain things about your son that you just ignored. You just was busy running to work. Or your religion tell you not to do this, not to get counseling, or whatever your religion tells you. Whatever's going on. Look at this top card. You pinpointed a problem. Or he might did and complained about it. Or the teacher might did to you. I don't know. But things be ignored a lot. You know, people just say, oh no, well, never mind. Now when something get big like then, like it is now, you'll wish that you would have paid attention. Made time. But the judge, the courts, the trial had to make it where you took out time to see your son's problem. Because when the trial happened, you had to be present because he's a minor. It's a shame the court had to make it where you put the time in to hear anything about your own son. Get my drift. Because being inside the court, you stuck with sitting there listening to all it is. What your son became, this monster, because you didn't do what you're supposed to do as a parent. You didn't get him the counseling he needed, and he became a monster. So all the time it was brewing. When it was brewing, and it just got worse and worse. Because he enduring that he don't know how to handle. You don't have time because you're busy working or whatever's going on. He don't know if he can talk to you. I don't know if he talked to you or not, but still, whatever, you ain't get him the counseling he needed. Because things wouldn't have went this bad. Something was lacking in your household. Something was lacking. Time, love, listening skills or whatever. Because I think it said you was a social worker or whoever you was. Well, you needed to do that with your own son. That really was a turn off for me to hear that you're a social worker or whoever you was. And then you not even doing it with your own son. You working with everybody else, people, children or whatever, and then you're not even working with your own. This could have been avoided because he had some problems going on and you ain't even know what was going on in your own son's life, and then it just turned all the way ugly like this. Either the teacher saw him out there out in the street some kind of way and saw some kind of exchange, him getting in the car, getting out the car, whatever was going on there, and he didn't want her to tell. Get what I'm saying? Anything like that. Or this teacher was racist toward him and making him feel all kind of ways, being racist toward him. And then he reacted that way. Because that's the only things I'm seeing. It had to be one or the other. Or some kind of way he's in relationship with this lady some kind of way. Miss Colleen or Colleen. Anything like that. Because we know teachers could be in relationship with their kids and she is jerking him around. Because he's the kid here. That means she would be jerking him around. So as is one or the other. One of them things I said. It's one of them things I said, because why would he just kill his teacher out of nowhere? Do anybody even look and say, well, why would he just kill a teacher? There's a reason why he did what he did. He shouldn't have did what he did, but there's a reason. He was all the way out of line. He was all the way off track. He needed help. For whatever with his father or whatever that is, and with his mother, he needed help. And he just didn't get his help. He just got totally ignored and everything came out everywhere else. Just the Breast Love One Healer Tarot here on YouTube. I ask you parents, if your children need help, you know your children need help. Your children, parents die, separate, get divorced or whatever. You don't know what your children feeling like about it. Stop excluding your children out of the situation and just being selfish and thinking about you and your partner, and see that your child need to be able to deal with this stuff too. So you need to get help for them to be able to deal with this stuff. Or if they having people being racist to them, they need help for that too. Because you don't have to go to school and deal with something like that. Or your children don't have no money, or you don't want to buy them anything, or whatever it is, they ask you for money or whatever's going on here, where they feel they need money and you won't make it where they can have some money and they feel they got to go another way, or whatever's going on. Because something was going on with this young man. A lot was going on, really, that was ignored. We got a lot going on in his storylines. Money, racism, and it might have been where the teacher and him was like fooling around. Who knows? I mean, it go in different directions. One of them could be the main thing, or all of it could be it. However it's flowing. Only he can actually say it if he want to sit down and tell the truth about things. Because him and Miss Colleen or Colleen knows the truth. Those two. If he was involved with this teacher, if he wasn't involved, if she saw him outside, making some kind of money deal or something like that with somebody, or if she found out he was on the down low or whatever, only she know and he know. I saw him go down my feed yesterday, and that's why I told God, God for this. God didn't give. That's like a lot of cards God gave. Yeah. But yeah, it had to be a reason, because he in jail and he going to be in jail for a while or whatever's going on. But still, why did he do it? Did anybody ever ask him why did he do it? I mean, really? Did they? Because he had a lot going on. A lot going on. He could be angry with his mother. He could have been angry with his mother, and when they took it out on the teacher, I mean, anybody ask him why he do it? He might have been angry with his mother. She might boss him around. I don't know how his mother is. Then the teacher bossing him in there. And it's like, sometimes somebody else get the wrath of what somebody else do to you. They take it out on somebody else. So however this flowing. Okay? Like I said, you don't have to take anything as fact. What the storyline says is for entertainment purposes only. To those who deem it as entertainment, okay, you don't have to take anything as fact that's on this table, what I say out my mouth. I, the brass love one, believe everything that God put on the table as fact. One of these things is the reason why he killed the teacher, or all of it. Follow me. That's the brass love one.